Hey everyone, let's talk about how we can use BotBro to make an auto checkout bot for Target. So, first thing you want to do is download BotBro from the BotBro website, which is botbro.io. I'll link it in the description. You can download for Windows, you can download for Mac, whatever. I'm using the Windows version. And then once everything is downloaded and you've like set up your account and done all that good stuff, then this is what it will look like once you're signed in. You can see that it's pretty straightforward. We have a text box where I've written some instructions. And so basically BotBro lets you create bots by just describing what you want the bot to do. And then it uses AI and some neat little tricks to like take over your browser and execute on whatever the task is, right? So I'll talk about more of how this works, but before we do that, let's talk about the settings that you should have for this target bot. So first thing you want to do is choose your AI model. I'm going to use GPT-4o from OpenAI, and then you have to set your API key for whichever provider. So again, OpenAI is probably the most common one that most people stick with. It's what I would recommend personally. And you just need to log into your account and get your API key and paste it here. You can Google how to do that. I'll probably like link something in the description. Anyone can get one. It's super easy. So you'll get that. You'll paste that here. And then there are a few, we'll ignore most of these settings for now. There's another video where I go more in depth on some of these things. But for now, all that really matters is you'll need to put your Chrome, the path to like your Google Chrome down here in this box. That lets BotBro take over your actual browser instead of using its built-in browser. And it's way less likely to run into CAPTCHAs. It has like, your settings and all of that. So it looks much less like a bot and it works a lot better if you use your actual Chrome. I will say, just a note on that, make sure you don't have Google Chrome open when you try to run it, or it will like mess stuff up because BotBro won't know which thing to control. So close all your Chrome tabs, but then put this in there and run the bot. So, and then the other setting, I like to enable SMS notifications so that I can tell the bot to like send me a text whenever it's done checking out, or if something's in stock, shoot me a text, that sort of thing. So those are your settings. Next, let's look at the variables tab. So variables are where you can put more like sensitive information that you don't want being sent over to the AI model. So, generally speaking, like passwords, usernames, credit card information, your address, anything that you want to protect and not have sent to like some random AI model, put as a variable, because what BotBro does is it will basically, if you say, if it's in stock, you can buy it, use my email and my password, and BotBro will know to swap out, so it'll send this to the AI model, and then whenever it's time for BotBro to actually like take control of your browser and do the thing, it will know to swap out my email for your actual email and my password for your actual password. Just make sure you use whatever name you give the variable, and so it'll swap it out so that it never gets sent. It never leaves your computer, basically. The sensitive stuff, if it's a variable, it will never leave your computer. It's super secure. Other bots, like cloud-based bots where you have to like give them stuff, that's just not good. So this is a much better approach where everything's like running locally and you don't have to worry about any of this being stored or sent anywhere weird. So yeah, obviously this isn't my real stuff. I will pull this off screen and put in my real values before I run the bot so that we can actually see what it does. So let's talk about the task now, what we're telling the bot to do. So again, this is for a target bot. So I'm saying start at this URL, and then I just paste in the URL that I copied from the product page. And in this case, I'm using a Pokemon card box that I know is currently out of stock. And then I'm saying if it is in stock, your job is to buy it. You can use my email and my password to log in if needed. If it is not in stock, your job is done. And then also, if it is in stock, send me a text to my number and notify me. This is obviously optional, but again, I like to get notified. So next thing, we want to make sure, check this repeat box, and let's turn it down to, I'm going to use 10 seconds just because I don't want to go in crazy, but you could obviously make this 1 second if you wanted, or whatever. So, and this is so that if it's not in stock and your job is done, the bot will end, and then 10 seconds later, because I have it set to repeat within seconds, 10 seconds later, it'll start back up and it'll try again. So that's that. Let's just go ahead and I'm going to pull it off screen so I can put in my actual password and stuff. And then I will pull it back over and we can run the bot and see what happens. So 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. So we'll do that. Okay, and then we'll pull it back over, and I'm going to start it up, and you will see it will open up my actual Google Chrome, and then it will start doing the things I've told it to do. So you can see it's doing some highlighting. You can turn that off in settings if you want, but it kind of shows you the elements on the page that the bot is looking at. So it opened this up. It's checking to see if it's in stock. It will obviously determine that it is not in stock. You can see that in the logs, and so then it kills the bot, and 10 seconds later, it will start back up and try again. So you can sort of see how that's working. I'll let it start back up just so you can see that process. So it's trying to open it right now. Yeah, step 1, and then it will go back to the page and repeat the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. So stopping it, so that kills it. And then let's put in a product that is in stock. Okay, sorry, I had to do a weird cut because I needed to find a product that was in stock, so that I could show you what it looks like when something actually is in stock. So I've put one in, and let's start it up and see what it does when the product is in stock. So it should try to go to the URL again. It does. Chose to open a new tab for some reason. You can see I'm already signed into my account because I'm using my actual Google Chrome. So let's see what it does. So add to cart. Okay. Because Target is being finicky, it wants me to sign in again. It has my password, so it should be able to use it. It does. Cool, it signs in, and then it will probably click the Buy Now button next, I would imagine. And okay, it's in stock, and then I'm going to stop it here because I don't want to actually... Oh, I could have let it keep going. You get the idea. I was afraid it was actually going to place the order, but I think I could have actually let it take a few more steps, but whatever, you get the idea. So that is it, really. I guess that's kind of the end of the tutorial. You see how it works. You can get creative with your prompting and stuff like that. Oh, you can also see that it texted me because I told it to. So that's cool. I forgot that I told it to do that, but yeah, so that's how that works. So it's kind of the thing of where if you do something like this, not only will it try to buy it for you, but it will also text you to say, hey, it's in stock, and you can check to see if it was able to buy it, and you might even, yourself maybe try to buy it somewhere. So you can get creative. It can definitely help you get something that's out of stock. It's not intended for scalpers. It's not one of these bots that's like lightning fast and will buy up dozens of items. And honestly, it's not intended to be that. I don't want it to be used for that kind of thing, but hopefully it will make, actual people's lives a little bit easier as they try to get the products they love. So that's that. I'll probably put out some other videos for other websites and stuff that you can do. But yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will catch y'all later. Thanks all.